pomu to say, where did ye et to say, empo what tinker et to say. Say ya dear, and a young fast said up here, Emma Vodafone say, o much said you medias room queen, at the abbey chay and qua. Na say, enya. Emo hukra koswana hwe Vodafone Healthline na wa pomu de ebesipi ama wonso wagina wonan so ye. On the red seat today we have doctors Bright, Foley and Abba. Na a doctor Fuise men kantre mo say oma ye krado pa enti yemfa dwumadie no enhyehyɛ so. Hello.
Hello,
Hi.
Gloria.
Dr. Foley, I must say, you look good in red.
Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Bright today, asembi wo ho. I'll be a catch me. Now, so, you do adults only. You better answer. Okay. Enra, Mishia will be. Now, as some catch me and say, ye mu program it abe boy papa. If we some shots here, me nya ehwe. Now so me de baby aya me pese me hwe pa a strict doctor hono. Esa se microphone bi omo bisansam na aja enya sem ketewa. Eno nti edu bra ye kwaji strict doctor wone na manfo ne e wo mo wo de brain. Let's go straight to the strict doctor.
So we have somebody here who would like to ask a question.
Okay, sure, go ahead.
Alhaj.
Hey.
Yeah. Now what to say? Okay. Mpacho den na opese Vodafone Healthline answer ma.
Say maybe say memma nkwa na ntimenye eni ana obatu timenye bi.
Okay. So Alhaji's question is simple enough. He wants to find out whether it's only men who suffer from hernia or women also get hernia. Well, Alhaji, the thing say hernia yare bia se intestines wo yem anase fat wo yem pie free ye fe bibi anterior abdominal wall into se pie free musa na ese wenya hernia e be bulge through the anterior abdominal wall na che se wenya hernia enkofa sa de yare wo mo so se bia wo bo wa den and now ye adwuma den bibi se de wo ye bia then ubetimenya hernia. But you must say doctors almost studio say a man kwan enya hernia and as a man so to me bi. So doctors, please tell us, is it only men who suffer from hernia or do women also suffer from hernia as well?
Yo ya somwa ha ye beba sisi amuntie ye.
All right, Gloria, it's quite understandable why Alhaji would be thinking that way because we see hernias a lot in men. Okay, but the truth is it does occur in women. I'll just quickly illustrate something here. If we can look on our screens.
Okay.
Okay. So basically, what we have here, what we have here is the part of a human body. And we can see the intestines here protruding through what we call a defect and coming into another cavity that it's not supposed to be. So basically, every time you have constant pressure in the abdomen, this causes the contents of the stomach to push through a weakness in the body. We can look at another image here. So this is a classical presentation of what a hernia is. We have the intestines in the normal place it's supposed to be. And like Dr. Sylvester said, there's something called the anterior abdominal wall, which is this red part here. So when there's a weakness in the anterior abdominal wall, you find the contents of the stomach pushing into the cavity. So this is called a false cavity. Now, like I said, this can happen both in men and also in females. But then you find that men engage in a lot more strenuous activity. So they go lifting weights, go lifting heavy objects, and this increases the pressure in the abdomen over a long period of time and can cause the contents of the abdomen to push into a false cavity. So basically, this is what happens. And I must let you know that hernias can occur anywhere. It can occur in the groin region. It can occur around the umbilicus. It can occur in the epigastric area or the parts above this place. Now, in women, probably because of delivery, you'd find that they have what we call umbilical hernias. And some of them, when they go through surgery, because the surgery creates an area of weakness in the abdomen, anything that causes increased pressure will cause them to have a herniation in that area. So that's something I think we can actually take note of.
Wow, thank you so much, Dr. Bright.
Yeah.
Any more?
Yeah, what I would like to add is
If you have a hernia and it's left unattended to for a long time, it can predispose you to certain complications. You look at the picture displayed on the screen, you can see that the intestine has exited through its normal cavity into a false cavity. Once it is in that false cavity, it can get trapped.
Okay.
Once it gets trapped, the blood supply to it is cut off. So you can imagine you are walking about and part of your intestine is dead. Once the part of your intestine is dead, it releases dangerous substances into your system, and that can actually kill you.
Oh, okay.
So once you have a hernia and then it's becoming painful, I would strongly advise that you rush to the hospital immediately. Because when the pain is so severe and excruciating, some patients may go and take alcohol, they may go to pharmacy shop, buy a painkiller, but this will not actually resolve the problem. So we want to encourage anybody who has a hernia to look for a doctor who will treat it. I want to add that there is no, as far as scientific knowledge is concerned so far, there is no herb, no medication that can cure hernia except surgery.
Except surgery. And then not just say a idea ahometipa na mate say wo type peja dia ena ema wo enya hernia enu nti na titiri pa no emema na etai enya isan say ya hodin djuma ena de ba yampa
Gloria yampa sana Dr. Sylvester Sudi Kankai. So really jobs that involve lifting up of heavy objects will predispose you to getting it. Conditions that make you strain all the time. Chronic constipation. Some people like eating too much bread, don't eat enough fruits, don't drink enough fluids. They are constipated, they are straining all the time. People who have conditions that make them cough all the time. Chest infections, asthma, all those things will make the pressure in your abdomen increase. And once it's increased, it's pushed against the wall, makes it weak, and you can get hernia.
Wow. Okay, so Yanko Street Doctor Hernia has said near Yakena Alaji.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Alaji, but what's what BBR say? All right. Yeah, the must be Alaji. Yeah, that's it.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, try how when you be. Okay. Oh, wow, this is really interesting. So let's go to the next question. If Street Doctor is ready.
I am still here at the Agbobloshi market, right in the middle of the Jenny market. As you can see, tons of activity going on here. There's Jenny all around.
Baby.
I have Debbie here who also has a question she wants to ask.
Okay.
Debbie, you want to say? Okay, Pacha, assemble now, person will be saying. Okay, so guys, what Debbie is asking is she's heard the rumor that garlic cures convulsion in a child. So she wants to know if this is true. Okay, so I'll attempt to answer that question for her. So Debbie, the say garlic, it's me and Emma be green. Yes, I will be antioxidants. Emma blood pressure baffom, it's me my cholesterol baffom. And my circulation, and so I improve it. But Minyan says it's me my strong sujai. But you must have doctors on more studio. Maybe on the mati on bit my car. So guys in the studio, let us know. Have you heard of the anticonvulsive properties of garlic?
Have you heard? And is it true?
In Ghana, garlic can do everything. I mean, that is the perception that we have. It is a very good supplement, for several conditions, just like Sylvester mentioned earlier. But truthfully, convulsion isn't one of them.
Oh.
And the problem is, convulsion isn't something that we want to joke with. So when you get it, and let me just define it quickly. Convulsion is when certain brain activities are increased and it makes your certain muscles in your body start to contract on their own without any control. Usually it subsides on its own. And then it may be just a one-off thing, or because the underlying condition is still there, you may get repeated episodes. The first thing, don't assume that garlic will make it go. We must find out why you've had a convulsion in the first place. There are several reasons: infections, brain infections, infections in the rest of the body, brain tumors, several other causes. But we must find out first. So with every convulsion, the child must go to the hospital for doctors to investigate and find out what the real problem is. And then there are other things that you can do at home when the child is having a convulsion. And I think that it can be elaborated on, isn't it, right?
Definitely. I think The most important thing is that when a child is having a convulsion, you must protect the child from injuring himself or herself. So as soon as you see that, if there's time, you could just have somebody stabilize the child, but not holding the child to the ground. So you can put your legs on either side of the child. You can also probably get a pillow to put under the child's head to prevent the child from hitting the head. Because I'm sure the classic picture we all see is the person just fall down and start to shake violently. Okay, and because of that shaking violently, the child can injure himself or herself. So anything to just gently restrain the child is very important. And like Dr. Albert said, you must take the child to the hospital so that they can find exactly what the cause of the convulsion is.
Thank you so much, doctors.
Yes.
Street doctor. Sylvester, are you there? Okay, we'll get to the kids corner. I think we have more to talk about on these issues. So, yeah. Hello.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, bye. That was the street doctor. And see what I would say your favorite pa no say have there when we say ya no more mubisa question no ho anika pa ampa na ni nyina so ye ni je say ya eboa mo se ne mo kano no. Okay. We'll be right back.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, your hair is short, like you are short of words.
Only baby. Maybe Titi, Mammy Titi, and Casa later.
Hold on, I'm coming, okay? Hold on.
Hey, how many we do? We have 15 minutes. That means 500 megabytes. Keep talking.
You are having lunch. Hey, do you know that breakfast comes before lunch? What are you eating, food or drink? Okay, let's pray over there like before you eat. Oh yeah, Casey.
Call Vodafone or any network and get 10 megabytes of free data every minute you talk. Dial 5050 to subscribe.
Yeah, Mama Kwaba. Mama na pomudin etesɛn. Me gidi pa sɛ ɛyɛ. It's on Vodafone Healthline in tea. Well, today at the Kids Corner, we discuss childhood obesity, and our doctors are here to throw more light on that. Also at the Health Corner, we have Reggie and Frema standing by, and they will take over after Kids Corner. Doctors?
Thanks, Gloria.
Okay, we are ready for you.
Yeah, good. Obesity used to be associated with adults in Ghana, but increasingly in Ghana, we are observing that children are becoming obese, and it's of concern to us health workers, and of course, it's of public health importance. Obesity simply means that your child's weight is far, far more than expected for age and for height. And once your child weight gets to a certain range, then your child is likely to suffer from obesity and its attendant complication. There are basically three main factors that predispose a child to obesity. First, it could be genetic. If your child is coming from a family in which most people are obolo, whether the father or the mother, that child stands at higher risk of becoming obese. Then the second factor is diet. You know, these days when children are going to school, we give them a lot of biscuits, and this biscuit may have a lot of calories. We want to pamper our children by giving them burgers. Yeah. Or a lot of fast food. All these things have a lot of calorie, and this predispose our children to obesity. And then the third factor is lack of vigorous physical activities. Okay. These days we want our children to be smart, so we end up encouraging them to spend a lot of time on the computers, the iPad, all these things. If it's not balanced with adequate physical activity, you predispose your child to obesity and in associated complication.
I think the reason we are concerned is that I know our children may look nice when they're chubby and all that, but it's of concern because it predisposes our children, that's if they're obese or overweight, to a number of health risks. For instance, they're at risk of developing hypertension, diabetes, high cholesterol levels. And this is usually associated with a lot of heart problems. In some cases, they can even develop asthma, okay, and even cancers because of the fact that they're obese. And like you said, these are things that should be happening probably in the adult age, but you find our children having it at younger ages, and it's really a cause for concern.
So how can it be prevented?
I think that's important.
So the best thing really is prevention, like you said it. Because once they get out of hand, it becomes really difficult to get them back on track. And then you need to put in a whole lot more effort. Into Gloria and I may patch and say, the kids must do pilolo, ampe, hide and seek, chaskele, anything that will make them play outside instead of becoming couch potatoes. I mean, children these days are sitting in front of the television, playing, what's that? PlayStation, all kinds of stuff. No, I want drink and crisp, please. A bad habit. And parents must cook. Cooking must be healthy. That one I'll leave to Frema and Reggie too. Exactly. Nutritious food, fruits, veg, greens, you know. But when they are taught to use it from the early age, they get used to it. And it becomes a lifestyle. What do y'all think?
Well, okay. We have Reggie and do you want to add something?
I think it's just to really emphasize that parents should be concerned about it, you know, because at the end of the day, they may look healthy, act healthy, but in the long run, times that you, the father, you probably have hypertension, your child also has it. It's really not a good thing. So I think they should actually take it quite serious and begin to find ways and means to get their children to be more active and to eat healthy. Okay.
Well, we're lucky our nutritionists are here, so let's know what and when to eat, you know, for our kids. Yeah.
Well,
all right, you can take over.
We will talk about the children, and we have a recipe up our sleeves.
Wow.
That would, you can hide a vegetable in there if your child really hates it. They like colors. Children are colorful, you know, so you can play with your fruits and vegetables to get these colorful things we're about to tell you, and then they would indulge more than we think. But the key, just like Dr. Abba said, start early. Okay. And don't introduce them to the junk you don't want them to eat anyway. Exactly.
I understand.
But nonetheless, we would also delve into basic principles about having good nutrition for you, the adult and the child. It's very simple.
You're ready.
Very simple. Okay.
Okay.
So welcome to the Health Corner with the nutritionists. We're here and we want to just explain 6 very simple basic things that you can do to help you with your journey on changing your lifestyle to a more healthy one. It's as simple as ABC, truly. Yeah. But we've added some 3 extra, you know, an acronym that we call ABC,
M, and V.
Exactly. So we would show you on the screen some of the things we are talking about and how you can do it. So let's go to the screen right now.
All right.
Okay, so like we said, we are going to show you basic principles that you can do to have a good nutrition. And we are starting with the A. A means?
Adequacy.
Not apple though.
Adequacy means that both adults and children should eat enough nutrients that will meet their age and their gender needs.
And B means balance, and that's this plate. So if, as you can see, the plate is divided into sections. And you can tell that fruits and vegetables, breads and rice and potatoes, cassava, the yams and everything, takes about 1/3 each, and everything else falls within that bracket. Now, I've already mentioned the breads, the cassava, and the yams and the plantains. They are in this section. You need it. Your brain needs that glucose. You need it for energy. So please, don't say I'm on a diet, so I'm not eating that. It's very important. Now, the fruits and vegetables, you also need that for all the colorful antioxidants that are in there. And they are protective, aren't they?
Yeah, and they take another 1/3 of the plate. Now, the rest of the 1/3 of the plate are for the fish, meat, and beans and legumes, the milk and milk products, as well as a very little amount of fat and sugar.
Left to me alone.
Avoid or limit.
He said it all.
By his balance.
Anyway, but the C means?
Calorie control. Calorie control basically means that you should not eat too much energy, but what is required for your age and for your gender. And you can achieve this by trying to avoid highly processed food because they are low in fiber and high in energy, and reduce the amount of fat in your diet.
Indeed.
And M for?
M for?
Moderation.
Moderation, yes, indeed. You do not want to overdo it. You have to eat only what's enough for you, a little at a time. You can tell from the plate, it's a little of everything, okay? N.
N means nutrient density. Allow foods that are high in nutrients. We are coming to show you the food groups and examples in a minute.
And V, the very last, variety, is the spice of life. And you want to spice your food, yes, not with the stuff that you shouldn't do like monosodium glutamate. I'll leave it there. Nonetheless, natural spices, cloves, pepper, and all those things are all good for you. But we are talking about variety, colorful as possible. If you're not sure what to do, just make sure at the end of the week you've had a rainbow-colored diet.
Yeah.
Easy as ABC. Now, we have more for you. The food groups are coming next. So we'll show you on the next image what we're talking about.
So we've been discussing the food groups. Now we have 4 main food groups. The first is the cereals, grains, and tubers. These are examples. We have yam over there, we have cassava, we have plantain, we have sweet potatoes or potatoes. This is millet, and a whole range of cereals and grains, including rice. And then remember to go for the brown rices and then the unrefined millets and sorghum and coal. Because
we are spoiled for choice. You can tell that you have no excuse not to do whole grains, okay? Now the next image, yes, is the fruits and vegetables. Look at how colorful and beautiful it is. I mean, children love color, so why not? We'll show you how to hide them if you're not sure what to do. But you can tell there are different sorts. There are some that are local to Ghana, they are grown here. Some you can get on the market. Yeah. We have our pawpaw here. These are kiwis, in case you're not sure what they are. They are not very local, but if you like them, try them. They are a bit sharp. Yeah. They are different types. I'll just move on to the next image.
So the next image is the protein-giving foods. We have both plant and animal-based proteins and protein foods. Like you can see, we have chicken, we have fish, various types of meat, we have various types of beans, and we also have smoked fish and various types of meat.
Well, you can see that we also have sausages. We're not saying go eat lots of sausages, okay? Yeah. But then it's there. So that you just know that they also give protein, but it has too much fat and sometimes salt. So be wary of those things. Yeah. We'll go to the next image for the sake of time. Milk. Yes. Ghanaians, some of us say we don't like milk. Why would I drink milk? You don't have to drink milk. This is wagaji. Yeah. One of my favorite sources of milk, and Ghana's own cheese. Yes, we make it. So if you find it in town, you can boil it if you don't want to fry it. Frying, you know, adds a lot of oil. Yeah. So this is the fried version. Yeah. But we also have the drinking milk and the other cheeses. The yogurt is here. Okay. And if you're into cheese, have fun with it. But remember, cheese is high in fat. When it comes to milk, low fat is best. Yeah. Especially if your diet is on the high, okay, or your child is getting too big, you want to do the low fat. They'll still get all the calcium they need. The fact that the fat has been reduced doesn't mean that they don't get calcium or the other needed nutrients that they need for their lives. So that's 4. Yeah. Should we recap for them? Yeah. Cereals, grains, starches, and then
fruits and vegetables.
Yes, indeed, and the protein-giving ones that are like the animal stuff like the chicken, the fish, and the rest,
and then the milk and milk products.
Okay, so now we're going to our special corner and show you what to do with those vegetables. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we are back in our corner, our little kitchen, and over here you can tell they're just carrots and pineapple. We've cut it because we've chopped them ready, so we don't waste too much time. And this is powdered milk. If you are not a fan of powdered milk, you can use liquid milk. It's just fine. Okay, that's a blender. Now, what are we trying to do? We're trying to hide this carrot and that fruit in the milk that all children love. How do you do it? Just make sure the pineapple is the predominant, or in terms of quantity, ingredient in there. So about 4 tablespoons, if you're making just a little bit, 4 tablespoons of the pineapple, and then just 2, and then
2 of the milk powder.
This is what we mean by tablespoon. Just, you know, some people call it something else. Whatever you call it. Just the same quantities, okay? Whatever you use to measure, use it throughout so that you have what you need. You can tell there's no sugar here. There is nothing like sugar or anything fatty here. Everything is whole and good for your child. Put them all in this blender. This is our own little blender. Add just a little bit of water. Why? Because pineapple has got a lot of water in it anyway. What are we trying to make? A popsicle. We used to call it pokey.
Pokey.
Yeah, that was nice. Yeah. Back in the day. But now we're trying to reintroduce that in a very fancy way. After you've blended everything, you've already done it, okay? So you blend everything, make sure it's nice and smooth.
For like 3 minutes until it's smooth.
Give it a shake when you're done, so everything is nicely mixed in there. Have your cup. This is a nice glass, so you can see what we're doing. And there's a
stick in it.
A stick. Use whatever you want. Improvised, indeed. All right. But if you're fancy enough and you want to get a popsicle container, they have the molds over there. Just pour.
Pour
it into it, so they have some left. See, the color is nice, and you can tell if it's orange or if it's just white. It's just nice and creamy with a hint of the carrot color in there. They are not sure what it is. They will never know till you tell them. Okay. Yeah. Now you freeze this and just wait for it to get really nice and hard. Then, if you want to take it out, insert it in a bit of water, okay? It will just release it. Then you pull it out. It will be a nice lollipop for them, and they can enjoy it, and you know that you have some vegetable in there. Yeah. So that's our own way of hiding vegetables for our children.
Yeah. And remember that as you continue to do it, they get used to vegetables, and they're happy to now eat vegetables.
Indeed, and then when you know they like it, then you can tell them, did you know it has carrots? They'll be like, no way.
Yeah.
And yes way. And then you can put it in food and they can enjoy it. Thank you very much for spending time with us.
Thank you.
Don't forget, your first wealth is your health. Please stay.
He loves to fire that goal! Oh, I say.
Can I continue watching the football match on my phone? Yes! Go! Now by dialing *900# you can actually move data from your Vodafone fixed broadband onto your Vodafone number anytime, anywhere. Aseti, Esu, Akasa.
Hey, no, jam ye try we are moso makosha kitchen ya bele wo CBA de on makai dia na midi na me anti bi na kakra na makoja na maje ose wono no me di papa doctors mon kai
oh yeah di be fine
when ni be Dr. Bright me sure wo de odi bi pa. Well, it's time to answer some questions from our 255 line, and we're going straight to that. Doctors?
We have a question from Peter. He says, my sister-in-law became severely depressed following childbirth. She didn't even want to hold or touch the baby. What is the cause of this, and how can we help her?
Oh.
That's very worrying.
Yeah, it is. So who is going to take that?
I think I'll take that.
Sure.
Thanks, Peter, for your very concern about your sister's health. Usually, when a child is born, it's a good news to the family. So it evokes a lot of powerful emotion, from joy to excitement. However, in some women, it leads to anxiety about how to take care of this child. And one of the least expected emotions that should be associated with childbirth is depression. I must say that for a new mother, she's likely to experience a certain condition called postpartum blues. These are mild form of emotional abnormalities that are associated with childbirth. You may experience insomnia, which is finding it difficult to sleep. They may express crying spells. Then these mild changes should be resolved within 2 weeks. However, in some women, the abnormal emotions are so intense that it leads to situation where it affects their ability to care for their children. For example, if the woman used to sit down and enjoy her meal with the family, you'll notice that all of a sudden after delivery, this woman will begin to withdraw from the family. She will begin to lose interest in her normal daily activities, to the extent that she even finds it difficult to take care of the child. She may express suicidal thoughts. She may have the feeling of not having a worth, or not having good value, or having a negative image of herself. So once your sister is expressing these symptoms and it's so severe, I strongly recommend that Peter should seek an early medical intervention, because it is likely the sister is suffering from postpartum depression.
That's true. That's true. I think it's people will be wondering truly what's the cause of all this, because like you said, you have a baby, the reaction is joy, everybody's excited. Then all of a sudden you look at the mother and the mother is depressed. This is usually as a result of the hormones. We have what we call the pregnancy hormones. After you deliver, these hormones drop. Now the sudden drop can result in you feeling tired, slow, and sometimes anxious, and this, if not taken care, can lead to depression.
So in this case, what can be done about it?
And that's a very good question. Dr. Abba.
Okay. All right then. So Gloria, I think that the most important thing is for family members to be highly suspicious of people who are at risk of developing post-delivery depression. Okay, so the young girl who is unmarried and has had a baby, who was raped and had a baby, financial issues, just like Bright mentioned earlier on, there's got to be a high index of suspicion for it. You shouldn't brush it off when after 3 weeks of delivery the woman is still tearful, withdrawn from the baby, doesn't want to touch the baby, all those things. Secondly, there must be family support. The woman should not be left alone and unattended. You shouldn't leave the baby alone with this mom who is unstable emotionally. So there must be other people who help support it. And then invariably, when it persists, we must get early referral to hospitals for proper assessment, because there are medications that can be given to help the woman come out of this. So high index of suspicion, family support, and medical therapy are the mainstays of managing it.
Thank you, thank you. Nti mama ye mwa omwa wuria na woma ye basa na ebinmu kra omo mpekra so mo beso omo banmu kra esan enema oma komunti oma ye mwa na ye benwom na ebeko ye ede amayen. We're still in the month of breast cancer awareness, and I believe there is a question in line with that, so yes, we can just go straight to that.
Okay, there's a question from Sarah. She says, my grandmother had breast cancer and my auntie also had breast cancer. Does this mean I will also get breast cancer? Very valid question.
Yeah.
Legitimate question. There is a genetic aspect of breast cancer. You know, it's related to certain specific genes which can be passed on from generation to generation. So if you do have a positive family history of breast cancer, you should be wary. It should make you more alert and more into screening. You should take a personal interest in yourself, learn how to do proper breast assessment. Don't take any breast lumps that you might notice lightly. Get early counseling and help, you know, if need be. I mean, I think that's important.
That's very important. I think the highlight of it all is that the women should make sure that they check their breasts daily. You wake up in the morning, you do your breast examination, you check the other breast. Then periodically, just also have times you go to a hospital for the doctor to check and screen. I think these are the most important things, because if it's detected early, it can be cured. But then if you delay and it comes too late, we can only manage it. But eventually, it would probably be the cause of your demise, so to put it.
Does that mean you can get your husband to even do that for you?
Yeah, I think usually in most cases, it's the men who find it out. You know, when they're doing their own thing, they realize, you know, then that's the whole process. So it's good to let your husband check. You can check on by yourself. But whatever it is, check. And that's very important.
Check. Tafoli, anything?
Yeah, I agree with you perfectly. Your husband may help you, but we also strongly encourage the women to do what we call self-breast examination.
Okay.
And then we also encourage them that after each menstrual period, that is one of the best times that you should examine your breast. Just lie down, use the flat part of your palm, and then palpate the breast circumferentially, or the whole breast. And if you feel any abnormal mass in your breast, quickly talk to your doctor about it.
Mr. Remo, humanity too. Mama yen share na yen check it. Yes, wa kra obetimi aye. Enti senior doctors nche na me assure so say niam ekokoso a wotiti bi kama. Na wan kasa check it na senior be ya enhaw. Isan say areho emma bebre na ekosa tibie ni mu a haw mu eni omabusuafo nyina enti Mr. Remo mama yen hwe ni ye. Wow, well. It's adult only time and parents. You know the name, right? You know, I said something about Dr. Bright. Say, make a baby. Ewo adult only. Ewo enye hubia. And Ramisi ababa wa febi. Na woshi amino si wa Dr. Fuya no monya sem ketua. Na Dr. Bine friend Dr. Bright. And I'm catching say he's married. Israel. As I'm not making Okay, so let's go straight to our questions from there. Hey, and the same womb papa. Who is taking the first question?
Okay, I think I'll just quickly take the first question and answer it. It says, how many minutes should a guy last in bed? How many minutes should a guy last in bed? I think every guy wants to know this, to know whether they're in the game or out of the game. You know, a lot of research has been done on this because a lot of people are worried about it. So the research just says that It's too short when it lasts 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, but then it's too short, sir. And it is adequate if it lasts 3 minutes to 7 minutes. Okay, but what everybody desires is what is between 7 minutes and 13 minutes. Okay, now it becomes too long after 13 minutes, then everybody gets too tired. So desire us 7 to 13 minutes. If you can't, at least 3 to 7 minutes, and everybody is fine.
1 minute, man, if we.
I'm how do you know?
Me sure say be ma pa na unim say wa badwuma unim say what the skills in na atumuna ubewie na obey ubeti say what can baby say we 1 minute man sa de na ya mo ya pa I say na just say only online Dr. Bright. But do you have anything to add to that?
Oh well, I mean, really, I think that if you notice that your partner is having challenges along those lines, working together is always the safest thing. See, woman, the pressure be and if attention, no so encouragement, counseling if necessary, working together to solve the problem, because it's a hand in the house. Exactly. And
then we have next question, Nafi.
All right. So the second question we have here is, how can you regain the tightness of your vagina?
That's quite an interesting question. I'm sure every woman would like to know the answer. Usually, the muscles that support the birth canal, or the vagina for that matter, become weak when you are pregnant, because you have, of course, there's a big baby in your tummy. You put a lot of stress on the birth canal. The first thing that you should do after delivery is to have good nutrition, because nutrition helps the muscles to regain their lost strength. Then the second exercise they should do is what we call Kegel Exercise. So the first thing in this exercise is to identify the muscles that are involved in strengthening your vagina or the birth canal. So the way to identify this muscle is to start passing urine. When you are passing urine, midway, try to withhold the urine from flowing. So you notice that by doing this procedure, you identify a group of muscles that help you to withhold the urine from flowing. So once you are able to do that, then complete the urination process. Then every day, try and squeeze those muscles that you have identified about 10 to 15 minutes in a day. So once you do that exercise for some time, you realize that your muscles will be strengthened, and then your vagina's looseness will be corrected.
Tight, Papa.
Yes.
Tighten, come on.
Yeah, to tighten it.
Tight.
And that will bring a lot of benefit to the family.
Open it tight and all,
Eja, some man on I am complain. Complain.
Come country, Media Matthew. Matissa, yes, say, Ebinumu de Canway, and in Chile, and will for horse and Ebea, and Obey, we say. Ya come and man will be brilliant one or more, me pacho. Yeah, no cranso.
The infection, in Chile, you know, generally, vagina is created to have its own special anatomy and special organisms there that keep it. Exactly. Lawyer. You don't need to introduce any foreign material there. You're actually introducing infection. Yes. So really avoid poking things and avoid putting things in the canway in particular. It's sand and it's clay and it has a lot of bacteria, a lot of infection that you're exposing yourself to. So really the best way is what Dr. Foley talked about. Do the exercises and they work.
Exercises, I say.
Oh, okay. So we're talking...
No, and I said, oh, Johnson, so now watch him was Sibisa. And every day to meet him was...
was
some 30 seconds. We are nowhere, Jim.
The next question, Nafi.
So I'll read the next question. Our sex doesn't look anything like what I see on movies.
Well, Gloria, when are your movies? A lot of things are embellished in the movies, isn't it?
What we do is make believe. What dear Tina said, but anyway, what shall I say of that? No, why you be
I think so.
And Dr. Ba,
I think the lesson from these things, when you watch and you can pick a few realistic things that work for you and your partner, then that's fine. But some of these things are really exaggerated, and your quest to achieve them just makes you more and more demoralized when you can't do it. You see, so you should just have an honest discussion with your partner and find what works with you. Now, if you focus too much on movies, especially X-rated movies and all those things, then what you have is not satisfactory to you, and you lose even that. And you can't really achieve what they are doing there because it's all embellished. So, moral of the story, find what works for you and enjoy.
I'm on for you near my say. Ah, Ninaye. Sabre here, Yabu boss wa here, ya Kenya, ya home, sorry. Brebi so say, Nenia ready pa. Was in a near bre papa, Ghana for Apomudin Hiano, and won't you want Sempabia or the Bemaya, Mumianko I read, Nianko Gidi or the war.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of iRead. Today we talk about childhood obesity. Treatment for childhood obesity is based on your child's age, and if he or she has other medical conditions. Treatment usually includes changes in your child's eating habits and physical activity levels. In certain circumstances, treatment might include medications or weight loss surgery. Here's what to do. Healthy eating. Limit sweetened beverages and fast foods. Cut back on convenience foods which are often high in sugar, fat, and calories. These drinks provide little nutritional value in exchange for high calories. They can also make your child feel too full to eat healthier foods. Serve appropriate portion sizes. Children do not eat as much food as adults do. Allow your child to eat until he or she is full, even if that means leaving food on the plate. Physical activity. Limit TV and recreational computer time. Emphasize activity, not exercise. Children should be moderately active for at least an hour a day. Your child's activity doesn't have to be a structured exercise program. The objective is to get him or her moving. Free play activities such as playing hide and seek, tag, or skipping rope can be great for burning calories and improving fitness. Find activities for your child, like walking, and find time to engage them.
So you see, it's not really rocket science now, is it?
Ni muswe ya hospital if for scan in call to Vagina harm ina ke e problem ko ni ina sign ko ake kule no ko gbagbe ken na kin for scan na ake ko mi ake e problem ko no on so the time ni follow dani midwife ke mi ake gbe ken ni falling kwele lo ni kele ake ne bi mi ake melo fimo ni kele ake no ni ne kan ake gbe ken extra digit ye e wa bi ai na e wa bi 6 ke na e to sum 6 e na gym 6 no wa e bi like na ne ke mi ake I can't worry, she and then Jane Okuni, no abanya fe.
Or I mean, how will no okay at General Hospital? Or me, I mean, I will work at Jemmy, Balake.
Number 437. I come again when we by Misani after surgery. You make a way that could not know what to 7. Or to 37, I meant to shut up to turn a buy and cause an affair. I'm going to pack a German. Okay, we need to move it. In below, which one you chose can it now? Can you shed a look of him?
One our pastor can lay tuition. Pastor encourage you, a wongake, one medianca jewi.
Etiama, me don't call Bible moon, echo chum say, you will be our 2 Samuel chapter 21, verse number 20. No, so, Nadiania, the 9th and in the sense, and we, Mamma, we bomb my bim. The angel be a man, and fat and pipe and touchy. Until man of council, now come here, some back quiet, no pressure. But almost share course now. In fact, I didn't know, sir.
I'm almost 1,000 Ghana. There is 10 million. Ninke inkwe bia ne nuchmo ni chun. Ke shikani na eba wa mi fiu. Ake mana dashka for now. Me eba take me almost 5 to 6 years. Dani mabua ne kenshikana ni ake afi operation ne hale. In wife. Temuni watch a Vodafone be na meke amanya me fi no ko yawo me kule come and face selection am ko ba wo
Bekene boni na le akeye hwale ne smart ke da ita ne fi lawyer wo da Vodafone ahia ke am ba fe ni ne ko ni jomo no wo ha ke ha bekene ha future e baba me ni e na ha gbele ko ke ba ya school me wo da Vodafone shi ni wa jo amepi.
It's not the fault of the mother, it's not the fault of the father, but something that has happened. And the most important thing is that it can be corrected. So that's what we are going to do this morning. Because it's a congenital problem, because you are born with it, as soon as the child is born, upon examination, you see it and should be attended to. Sometimes people just in the delivery rooms will just tie a little suture or rope around it, hoping that it will fall off. But in the case of Fene, we have x-rays and it shows that not only does she have too many of the structures, but 2 of them are also big or bigger than normal or big compared to the rest. So if you don't deal with that now, she'll grow up. In addition to the additional toes, will have feet that are very large. She might require shoes bigger than her size. Post-operatively, he may have a little problem. She may have a little problem with pain. But we are going to give her analgesia or painkillers to take care of that. And we expect that within the next 2 days, she should be able to go home and then come back later for change of dressing and all that. I think we took about 50 minutes, to do all 4 limbs, which was okay, relatively easier, and all went well. So that's really satisfied with the surgery.
Fanny and mame, Madam Elizabeth, and Hajia Elizabeth, Omuwaha. Nempo Ninia Penia, or no so ababa wa fefe, or no so waha, a friend of Fenua, Omunina Abekayan Santi, Yenu Munin Como, na Yemu Sene or Manijeno, Esi Etie. Hajia Fanny, and any agent who I just say. Or no, or dinner grok. Hello. Yeah. Now, Hajia, how do you feel after the operation?
I'm so happy. I feel so happy because since I've given birth to her, to him, that I realized that he's having that problem. I wasn't on myself. And I go to weighing, how to remove, because weighing you have to remove everything on them for them to be naked before weighing them.
Yes.
I wasn't happy. So as we call on Vodafone and they listen to us, they welcome us. After the surgery, I was so happy because now if I go to weighing, I can also weigh my kid and do everything that every normal mother or child can do to the kid. So I'm so happy. I feel so happy.
I know. So what can you say to Vodafone, of course, the doctors who did the surgery and all that, and then people watching us?
Oh, it's a lot because it's not everybody. First of all, I thank Almighty Yahweh for giving them that merciful heart, that they do welcome everybody. They listen to the needy and the helpless people, for touching them. They have kindly hearts and do everything. They don't even select or they choose people that they want to do. But everywhere, every angle that you call them from, every time, anytime you call them, they listen to you. I thank Yahweh for that, and also thank Vodafone as the network and the people that they work for the network. I thank them so much, and especially the doctors too, that they were able to do the surgery, because people were scaring me that during the surgery, maybe blood, he'll be having some short of blood, and maybe through that
nothing of the sort.
But with all things, when you have God by your side, everything is possible.
Oh yes.
So I thank God for everything, and the end too. I thank Vodafone so much. Me and my family, we said we thank Vodafone for everything that they've done for us. We thank them.
So apart from where you live and all that, were you thinking of how to even take him to school?
Oh yeah, now I was praying that he should work. Now he's working. I just want to check on him, how to change the diaper, if he can say that we and those stuff. Then he will start schooling very, very soon.
Wow, wow. And Fenwa?
She's already
Is she in school already?
Yes,
good. Hello. How are you? You're fine, eh? Thank you so much. We are just thankful to Vodafone for this initiative. I told you already that this season they are focusing on children and women's health, and this is just one of the good things they are doing for people.
Yes.
And thank you, Vodafone. Well, our doctor is here, Dr. Bright.
Thank you, Gloria.
Our usual.
Yeah. I think this is quite a happy ending for us because, you know, quite a lot of children have these kind of extra digits, we call them. And, you know, most parents usually don't know what to do. So this is actually going to all those parents who happen to have children who have a similar condition that it can be taken care of.
Oh, yes.
There's really no need to feel stigmatized. Just be bold enough, go see your doctor, and they can suggest ways and means again be taken care of. So Vodafone is also still excited that this has worked out well for you, that you're still happy. They have a small present for you, which is to help him on his way to recovery. So this is
so
from
you
Vodafone.
you can get up to receive it.
Thank you. I'm so happy. I thank you people so much.
You're most welcome.
You're most welcome. So what's next from here?
It's the same happiness that will send it home to meet the family so that they also see what Vodafone has done. Yes, please. Vodafone has done for the family and for Feni as an individual.
Please take good care of Feni for me.
Okay,
and his sister.
Okay.
Please. I can see you're a good mother. And so, why?
That's it.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Oh, so that was another successful story, and Vodafone is proud to do this. We'll go for a short commercial break. We'll be right back.
So we just can all. We didn't be ring now, get to every. Jai, ring. Aha, also hear my show. Credit's not signed.
My guy, take my phone to your call.
Oh, Jonathan.
No, I swear.
She, Vodafone is a C. So we are called Kasa, Simabakubia, or more 10 megabyte data free. Yo, Petre, Chifato corner so.
Call Vodafone or any network and get 10 megabytes of free data every minute you talk. Dial 5050 to subscribe.
Hello. Aha. So I charge it. And then next week, no average. Me 12 minutes.
Wow, it's been a wonderful show. It's been very insightful. I hope today's episode have been very helpful to you, and all thanks to Vodafone. Vodafone, they said womode jumedie abregana foa eboyen bebre yebeda Vodafone ase ekwan bebre so my dear. Yes, so we'll see you again next week. But before that, let's say a big thank you to our doctors. Hey,
it's been good.
Hope to see you again next week.
Thank you. Definitely. Look forward to being here.
All right, so this was brought to you by Vodafone. The future is exciting. Ready? If you're ready, see you next week.
Future is exciting. Ready?